Homeless girl sold pies on the street until a billionaire recognized his missing fiancée's eyes. The billionaire had seen thousands of faces during his life, but on that cold, rain-soaked afternoon, one pair of exhausted blue eyes stopped his world completely. A homeless girl stood beside the road, holding a basket of homemade berry pies with trembling hands, hoping someone would spare a few dollars. Her clothes were worn, her cheeks were pale from hunger, and her future seemed lost. But the moment their eyes met through the car window, the billionaire felt his heartbeat freeze. Those were the same unforgettable eyes belonging to the woman who had vanished from his life 3 years earlier, without leaving a single trace. Before this incredible story unfolds, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who believes in kindness, and subscribe to Secret CEO Story. If you believe that compassion, second chances, and hope can truly change someone's life, your support helps us bring more emotional stories like this to the world. 3 years earlier, Ethan Caldwell was one of the youngest billionaires in America. His technology empire was admired around the world, but despite his wealth, the greatest treasure in his life had always been Amelia Hart. She wasn't attracted to his fortune or luxurious lifestyle. She loved him because she saw the lonely man behind the expensive suits and business headlines. They dreamed about building a family together, helping struggling children, and opening shelters for people with nowhere to go. Everything seemed perfect until one rainy evening when Amelia disappeared without explanation just weeks before their wedding. The police searched tirelessly. Private investigators followed every possible lead, but nothing was ever found. Eventually, everyone believed she had either started a new life or had become another unsolved mystery. Ethan never accepted either explanation. Deep inside, he believed she was still alive somewhere. Meanwhile, Amelia had been living a nightmare no one could imagine. On the day she disappeared, she had been involved in a devastating highway accident while traveling to surprise Ethan. The crash left her seriously injured and suffering from severe memory loss. With no identification surviving the wreck and no family nearby, she was transferred between overcrowded hospitals before ending up in a small charity shelter hundreds of miles away. Unable to remember her own name or past, she simply became Emma. Another forgotten woman struggling to survive, life showed her no mercy. The shelter eventually closed due to lack of funding, forcing everyone onto the streets. Every morning, before sunrise, Emma worked in a tiny neighborhood bakery owned by an elderly widow who pitied her situation. In exchange for cleaning the kitchen and helping bake fruit pies, the woman allowed Emma to sell the leftover pastries on busy sidewalks and keep the money. Some days she earned enough for a warm meal. Other days she went to sleep hungry beneath abandoned buildings. Yet despite every hardship, she refused to steal or beg. She believed dignity was the last thing poverty could never take away. One rainy afternoon, Ethan's driver slowed the limousine because traffic had stopped near a busy intersection. As Ethan looked absent-mindedly through the rain-covered window, he noticed a young woman offering pies to passing strangers. Most people ignored her without even making eye contact. Something about her face seemed painfully familiar. Then she lifted her head, and their eyes met. Time stood still. Those gentle blue eyes, filled with sadness yet still carrying quiet strength, were identical to Amelia's. Ethan's heart pounded violently as memories rushed through his mind. He stepped out of the car, without caring that rain soaked his expensive suit. The girl looked frightened, assuming another wealthy customer was about to reject her. Instead, Ethan quietly bought every pie in her basket. As he handed her the money, he noticed an old silver necklace around her neck. Hanging from it was half of a broken heart-shaped pendant. His breathing stopped. Years ago, Ethan and Amelia had shared matching pendants before their engagement. After her disappearance, Ethan had kept his half every single day. With shaking hands, He reached beneath his shirt and revealed the other half. The broken edges matched perfectly. Emma stared at the necklace with confusion. Suddenly, flashes of forgotten memories exploded inside her mind. Hehe, beside a lake, a proposal beneath glowing lights, a wedding dress, promises of forever, and Ethan's smiling face. Tears rolled uncontrollably down her cheeks as fragments of her past returned, one after another. Although doctors later confirmed that emotional shock had triggered the return of many memories, recovery was slow. Amelia couldn't remember every detail immediately, but each passing week brought back another precious piece of the life she had lost. Ethan never rushed her. He simply stayed beside her every single day, proving through actions instead of words that real love survives, even when memories disappear. As Amelia regained her strength, she couldn't forget the people she had met while living on the streets. She remembered mothers skipping meals for their children, elderly men sleeping on park benches, and young girls who dreamed of education but couldn't even afford dinner. Instead of returning only to luxury, she convinced Ethan to fulfill the dream they had once shared. Together, they established a nationwide foundation that built shelters, job training centers, and community bakeries where homeless individuals could learn valuable skills and earn honest incomes. Every bakery sold the same berry pies Amelia had once carried through the streets, turning the symbol of her suffering into a symbol of hope. Whenever reporters asked Ethan about his greatest investment, he never mentioned billion-dollar companies or successful business deals. He simply smiled and said that recognizing one pair of tired eyes through a rainy car window had given him back everything money could never buy. If this story touched your heart, write. Hope always finds us in the comments. We'd love to know you're watching with us. As Amelia stood years later inside one of the Foundation's warm bakeries, watching former homeless families laugh together over fresh pies, she realized that losing everything had unexpectedly taught her the true value of compassion. Sometimes life's darkest roads lead us toward the brightest purpose, and sometimes the person the world overlooks is carrying a miracle waiting to be discovered. Before you go, if this emotional journey moved your heart even a little, please like this video, leave a heartfelt comment, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to Secret CEO Story. Your support helps us continue sharing inspiring stories of love, hope, kindness, and unforgettable second chances that remind us all to never judge someone by the clothes they wear.